how to let the plant teachers be the teachers, how to trust that someone, a participant, a plant student in your retreat, plant medicine retreat, finds own guidance, finds own wisdom together with the plants, and in which moments you feel like connecting, reflecting, um, sharing some knowledge or offering some guidance. I feel this is like a very personal thing as a facilitator, what you develop on your journey, and it's a dance, and yeah, and might change also while you're doing this work. Um, and as I said, as I shared before, I think it's most of the most important things. The most important thing, one of the most important things, is finding your own integrity, finding your own style, finding your own way, how you offer guidance and support. Um, because we channel different energies, we channel different plans, and we have a different presence, and we talk in a different way. Our toning is different, our energy is different. The connection to the person, is very unique. Every participant is very unique. And my intention is that people find their own wisdom, people find their own empowerment, and people find their own connection to the plant intelligence, to the plant spirit, to the plant energy. And I feel, even if that is very uncomfortable for many people, that being in silence for a certain time every day, while you are in a Zamma, while you are working with ayahuasca, is very, very important because it is mainly about the relationship to self, the relationship to life, the relationship to the plant. But the plant also is digested, it's inside, right? Like for me, the plant is not something outside, it's integrated with me. It learns to integrate, relearn to have a relationship where the plant I take in goes through my consciousness, in my consciousness. So we are consciousness together. This is at least my experience. And finding that connection to self with the plant and with the process and with the things which arise is for me very, very, very important to offer that space to a participant. And it's of course a big difference if someone comes the first time in Zama, or even first time ayahuasca, or if it's people who already have like many years of experience. It's of course very, very different. And of course, someone who is more new most of the time needs more attention, to notice when this person maybe just needs a few sentences or just a little, to connect more or to find or to see or to feel something. And and especially people who never or for a long time didn't were alone with themselves or always in a busy doing work. It's a lot for them, or guided by still by a trauma which is vibrating, which didn't allow them to really just be with self and be with nature. Um, these type of people need in the beginning often some more guidance, some more reminders, some more guidance how to feel the body, some somatic practicing, some gentle breath work, some gentle tools how they can be and sit with themselves, some reflections, explanations when they get nervous and when the mind is running, that's all a good process. That's all good when this is there. It's part of it, like some endurance. Um, so this dance, in which moments are you interfering in their space, giving guidance, giving some, yeah, and in which moments you really leave them in their own space or even remind them, hey, when you see someone is always talking, like, hey, I think it would be great for you if you're in silence for the whole day or the rest of the day, because I think there is something in the talking and in the distraction something what doesn't want to be yourself. There may be something what you try not to feel or try not to acknowledge. How is your body feeling, when you're by yourself? So if it's challenging, give it more space because there's something what wants to come to the surface and wants to be acknowledged. And of course, giving people tools, if it's journaling, if it's movements, if it's like a body movement, what could feel good, explore with them, depending what are your tools. Giving people tools to learn to be alone as well. So they can approach and connect to who they are and what wants to be seen and felt and acknowledged in them, and what is the resistance or what is the discomfort. So, of course, as a facilitator, it's I think it's our role also to offer certain tools to a certain person. If it's a person who never did yoga, we don't want to give him yoga, right? Besides, the person asked for some yoga, but seeing also is the person for what is the person open for what type of tool, and then having different tools and different ideas, using your intuition, using your knowledge. Where is he, she at, and what can I offer? So it's a bridge and a connection there to do their own work. Because if I all the time, um, if I'm too much offering and too much talking and too much reflecting, um, I take away the possibility that the person finds their own leader internally. And of course, it's important to communicate these things that not someone feels abandoned or left alone. So it's good to communicate these things before the retreat and the preparation time, that it's an important part for healing, to be also alone or to be in silence and to fast a little bit here and there at least. Like the preparation is very, very important to prepare the people's mind and emotions and body and spirit. So that someone is not feeling abandoned or hurt. And having also established a relationship that you can talk honestly. Oh, are you hurt right now because I said that, I talk from my heart. I'm a facilitator, and my intention is that you have a good experience in building up a connection to the plant and that things come up which are important for your healing. Like I also make, there's some people, it's important to be very clear. I'm not here to be your friend and make you feel better all the time. I'm a facilitator, at least that's my utter integrity. I'm a facilitator. I'm here to show you stuff, what comes up, what maybe you don't see by yourself. And my intention is that this helps you, to fulfill your intentions while you're here and to help you to move towards wholeness and healing and learning and expansion. And my role is sometimes to say things which might trigger you or which might be very uncomfortable. But I say it with intention to bring awareness in certain processes and to help you to connect to the plant and to be a bridge between the shamanic work of the Shibibo tradition and your process here. So I make these things very, very clear. I like to talk very, very directly, but with compassion, love, and my full heart. And most of the time it works well. I have good feedback most of the time with that. But also I'm not just boom, boom, boom. Maybe sometimes I do. But then I explain, I'm not doing boom, 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 and I'm leaving. I say things, but then I also explain why I'm saying that if I notice someone has difficulties to receive that. And for me, it's a facilitator is also a mirror and is there to reflect, so someone can get more aware about own stuff and find your own way, and it's a process, and it's also like a own place of connection and a place of feeling safe inside or having trust in self, how I say things or how direct I say things. And it's a practice, right? And it's connected to who you are naturally. So I cannot be, you know, for example, when I started, there were other facilitators where I learned so much with, and they had like many years already experience, and I started to facilitate. I did I could not be someone of them. I found my own way. I liked certain things, and certain things maybe I didn't like so much. Something resonated deeper, something didn't resonate so much when I worked with others, and I found my own way. And maybe there were some phrases I heard from other facilitators which I admired, and sometimes I said it in my way, but maybe the same words, you know. But in the end, you need to find your own way, because it needs to be authentic and it needs to be in alignment and connected to who you are in order to hold a safe space where energies flow in alignment. It's very important how your energy is, how you're connected to yourself, because that reflects back in this space. And I think everyone who has a certain amount of experience with facilitation knows moments when maybe you were not fully in integrity, or you were shaped through, or you didn't do your own energy work to be fully present there. And, something happened and you could see how it ripples out and how it affects the space. And that's how we also learn and evolve when things are not 100% in alignment, and where there comes some confusion in it or comes some disalignment in it, and it affects the space. And that's part of being a human. And it's important that we learn with these situations, and that we always reflect, right? If things are happening or getting weird, that we reflect on it. What is my own part in it, right? It's not only as a facilitator, it's also in life like that.